Yeah. These are special edition.
Those are nice ones. I like
Yeah.
the show.
He's the sneakerhead.
I am not, but trying.
Saw him earlier, so
Don't be modest.
I don't have that.
Not yet. Not yet.
These are a little flashy.
Said yet. Danny.
Kenny, Darius struggled for the first 3 quarters and then scored 18 of his 30 in the fourth quarter. What did you see that was different from him closing the game out tonight?
Clutch player of the year. I mean, he just does it in the fourth quarter. You know, he's done it all year. And, you know, I'll give us some credit for starting him in that fourth. Normally, that's not his rotation, right? He sits the, sits the first 4 minutes, and we just felt like we had to, you know, we needed him. Then I told him, I'm going to take you out to get you 2 minutes rest, and we couldn't take him out because he was playing so well. So 18-point fourth quarter. And I liked he kept pushing the pace, right? He didn't slow it down. He wasn't looking for mismatches, just going, using his speed and skill.
What did you like about what you guys were able to do defensively in the second half tonight?
Man, I think we came out with a different mindset. Felt like the first half they were, you say, well, they shot it really well. I'd argue they had a lot of freedom of movement. And then I think the second half we got into them a little bit, led by J.A. and Ice. You know, Ice's job on Cam Tom. I know he had 27, but he made him work. And I thought J.A. was player of the game. You know, I know Darius, you know, offensively, but J.A. was the one that really sparked our defense in the second half.
Ash.
Kenny, to another Jarrett question. I mean, he had 4 offensive rebounds in the third quarter and 5 in the second half total. Just how did that help propel that
It was
run?
huge. I mean, we shot 10 of 42 from 3. It's hard to win in this league when you shoot that poorly, and those extra possessions. You know, it seems like when J.A. has the huge games, he does it on the O boards, and seemed like he was cleaning up all our many misses tonight.
Like, how impressive is it the way he can kind of use his verticality in that way to chase those down?
Incredible. I mean, he's got length and instinct, and then he's got the grit to go get it. But he was, like I said, I thought he was MVP of the game for us.
Space.
I just wanted to ask about CP's minutes there. Without Darius, with Darius, I know you guys were playing a little bit smaller because you had to tonight, but looked like he really gave you a nice injection of energy, and then obviously the end of the third quarter he hits the big shot.
We probably don't win without that shot. And the crowd got, you know, he hits it. I think the crowd gets into it. You know, I mean, CP has been really stellar in our extra work group. I don't say that lightly because we watch it. We keep an eye on it. I watch all the games, and he's been great. So it didn't surprise me that he played well. I loved he picked up full court, got that steal, great energy. We were going to stick with, like I said, it was just getting DG. You know, we just felt like we had to get DG in there. Had to get him going to get this game.
The way you've used to describe this team before is just that they're a find-a-way team. You know, without Ty, who usually gives you that spark, DeAndre, and then obviously Donovan. For them to do that without those 3 key players in that situation and be able to come back again in the fourth quarter, just what does that say about just kind of the mentality?
Because this one did not look good, right? It seemed like one of those games. Oh man, this is just one, especially because we're just missing shot after shot, and you know sometimes it goes like that. But it's find a way, and like I say, deep into the roster, right? It wasn't what they're Don and missing 3 rotation players, Ty and Dre, Ice stepping up, Sam obviously stepping up. Just our depth and our grit and our resiliency is really, it's something to behold.
Coach, we saw a lot from Evan Mobley in that first half, but as he kind of got swallowed up a little bit in the second half, you saw him passing the ball off a lot more. To see him have 6 assists and how he's been able to get off the ball and use his body, to have him grow into an offensive hub, how important is that for you guys?
It's really important. And they started clamping down on him right after the first half. They started really kind of closing the lane, and But I say it all the time. He's an excellent decision maker. He reads the game well, smart, draws a crowd. Knows when to kick it out. I wish we would have generated some more shots for him in the second half. But 9 for 13, pretty efficient night. 6 assists.
On a night that you feel like you're not hitting a lot of your shots and the ball doesn't feel like it's getting sticky, even though you are not hitting your shots. You never got ISO ball. 23 of 39 makes you guys assisted on. When you guys are moving the ball around still in that capacity, what does it say about you guys and the selflessness of this team?
Yeah, and I felt like, man, we were getting good looks. Like it wasn't like they were forced or ISO pull-ups and that stuff. So I agree with you there. But our guys, 1 through 15, they kind of know how we play. They're bought in. Even DG in the first half, because sometimes DG can say, man, I'm going to do this all my side. He kind of kept with the game plan. He didn't overdo it, didn't get selfish at any point, kept sharing it, kept throwing it to our perimeter guys. And sometimes that's hard, right? You're an all-star and guys are missing. But he kept making that extra pass. I thought that was huge.
Leah.
Kenny, you guys clinched the division tonight, another 15-game win streak. I know you guys always say we haven't done anything yet, but what stands out to you about the way you guys were able to get that win tonight, continue the streak when you were missing some of your key guys?
And it's division champions pretty cool. I know us old school guys, we like that. That's maybe not so much for the new generation, but that means something. We'll put a banner up in our practice facility. Kobe just told me, so that's pretty cool. But 15 in a row, haven't done, started the season 15 in a row and do it at this juncture of the season with fatigue and, teams like, Brooklyn coming here playing super hard and people trying to knock us off. It's really quite an accomplishment. We want bigger things, and we all know we want the playoffs. But I think we'll look back on this and say it's pretty incredible accomplishment.
Off of that, Kenny, you talked before the game about trying to sort of fight the boredom of things right now.
Yeah.
Is the streak at all something that sort of provides a little fun, extra sort of motivation for you guys in the same way maybe did at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, it doesn't. For some, because we don't talk about it. I think that's, even during the game, I wasn't thinking, oh man, we're going to lose our winning streak. Like it doesn't even. I think our guys are that way. But when you take it in that context after the game and say that, man, that's 15 in a row, you're like, wow, it's pretty incredible, pretty overwhelming. But in the moment, before we don't really address it.
And then back to DG for a second, just given some of his shooting struggles recently, just how important do you think it was for him to have a quarter like that?
Yeah, that was a DG. We all know, right? That's been him 95% of the season. Went through a little slump. But it's a great game to get him going, with Don out, and he knew he had to take more on, and I think that'll spark him. He'll be on his way to playing great basketball again.
Okay, let's go, Rafa, Coach.
All right, thanks,
Let's do
everybody.
everything in the locker
All right.
room.
Thanks, Kenny.